Okay, welcome back to Empire of the Sun. We here the Japanese have made their move. They played the three card. I think it was the Island Fortifications card, and he played it for the ops. And then what he did was he moved these Japanese armies from Mandalay, and he moved into Dimasur here in India. So he's going for India right away. And then he moved this 912 unit up to Akyab, okay, to occupy it. And here's a recurring theme in this game. My own error is that I didn't respect or I didn't see very look at very carefully the supply situation in northern India. Northern India, uh, these air units are now have been cut off. They're unsupplied because of this. Okay, and I didn't see that, or I didn't realize that. It was just not something that occurred to me because normally in this game, supply is by sea and it's the ports and all that. I just didn't. Very rarely do you see these kinds, or not very often did I see units that cut off from the ground because there's no ZOC, so you don't really think about it. But here, my error has cost me because now he's done this. He's basically isolated these two air units, my two most powerful air units in the game, which I'm going to need to push him back. So those two air units are out of the game until I can push these guys out and restore some kind of supply to these guys and maybe pull them back to northern India away from move to Calcutta or Madras or something like that, and away from here where you can just cut them off. That was stupid on my part, and so that's what he did up there. So I went ahead and played Operation Detachment, which is where is that? Somewhere. Um, I think it's down here. Anyway, I played that and I decided to activate Southwest Pacific. I decided to play in the South Pacific now, as opposed to playing in uh, continue to play in the CBI and just thought, just leave that alone for a while because I still need to make progress with the war. So I played the three card and then activated some guys. Figured, and then I realized I only needed four activations. So I took back the card and I took back the operating attachment card. It's a three activation card, and then I think it's Iwo Jima. But the only way you can play it for the event is if you did a landing in. It has to be an amphibious move to hex within 10 hexes of Tokyo, which of course didn't happen. So that's a three. That's a 3 point a military card. You can't use it as a military card. It has to be a thing, an ops. And so I played this, and I played this, and I didn't play it for the event. I only played it for the ops because I don't need that many ops. I only need four, and so and besides, if I played it for the conditions for the event, I would need to follow these conditions, which I can only activate one ground unit, and the ground, or I should say, the only ground units I can activate are Australian, and I can't do that right now. So what I did was I activated these four units. Someday it's going to come up. There you go. I activated the Marine Air Unit, the two carriers, the Enterprise and the Lexington, and the Special Forces Brigade, the 406 Marine Special Forces Brigade. And so what I did is remember I need to take progress of the war, and so the first thing I did was I picked off some low-hanging fruit. I bombed the wall for my battle hex, but I also moved my Marine Brigade and I took Kusei here, which makes it my first progress of the war hex. Okay, low-hanging fruit because it's not occupied. It's not. It's a Japanese controlled hex from before the war, and it's not under ZOI. It's not like Ponape is or any of these Marshall Islands. So That's the easiest one to take. So I took it right away, and then I went after and tried to bomb this thing with the carriers. And again, feeling pretty good that his heavy carriers are gone. So hopefully I'll be able to smack him around some. That's 30 air factors to go after here. So we'll see what happens with that, what his reaction will be, and the fights that's going to come up. Notice that if I get a full result, I'll be able to flip the Yamato and sink the Akagi, but that's only if I get a full result. So that's where he is, and see what happens next. See if he's how he reacts. All right. Thank you very much.